Main topics about the importance of the dollar and its history. 1. The history of the dollar as a global reserve currency. The US dollar became the main global reserve currency after World War II due to the economic strength of the United States and its political stability. Before that, the British pound was the main reserve currency. 2. The creation of the Bretton Woods system and the role of the dollar as a reserve currency. The Bretton Woods system was created in 1944 to establish a new international monetary standard after World War II. In this system, the dollar was defined as the main reserve currency and pegged to gold at a rate of $35 per ounce. This meant that countries could convert their dollars into gold at that rate. This gave the dollar a prominent position in the international monetary system and made it the main global reserve currency. 3. The oil crisis and the end of the Bretton Woods system. The 1973 oil crisis, caused by the increase in oil prices by OPEC countries, led to widespread inflation and a decline in confidence in the currencies of oil-exporting countries. This led to a growing demand for gold and pressure on the fixed exchange rate of the dollar to gold under the Bretton Woods system. In 1971, President Nixon temporarily suspended the conversion of dollars into gold, and in 1973, the Bretton Woods system was definitively abandoned. 4. The dollar as the sole reserve currency and the influence of the United States on the world. After the end of the Bretton Woods system, the dollar continued to be the main global reserve currency, but now with a floating exchange rate against other currencies. This gave the United States a leadership position in the international monetary system and allowed them to influence the global economy through monetary policy. 5. Globalization and the increase in demand for dollars. Globalization and increasing international trade have led to an increase in demand for dollars as many companies need dollars to do international business. This has contributed to the strengthening of the dollar as a global reserve currency. 6. The financial crisis of 2008 and the influence of the dollar in the international market. The financial crisis of 2008, caused by the collapse of large financial institutions in the United States, had a significant impact on the international market. Many investors sought refuge in assets considered safe, such as the dollar and U.S. Treasury bonds, leading to an increase in the value of the dollar. 7. The importance of the dollar in international trade and financial transactions. The dollar is widely used in international trade and financial transactions as it is considered a stable and secure currency. This makes it an important currency for countries to hold as reserves. 8. The role of the dollar in the foreign exchange market. The dollar is the most traded currency in the foreign exchange market, making up about 88% of total currency trading. This reflects the importance of the dollar as a global reserve currency and its widespread use in international trade and financial transactions. 9. The impact of U.S. monetary policy on the value of the dollar. The monetary policy of the United States, such as interest rate changes and the amount of money in circulation, can have an impact on the value of the dollar. For example, if the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, it can make the dollar more attractive to investors and lead to an appreciation in the value of the dollar. 10. The relationship between the value of the dollar and the U.S. trade deficit. The value of the dollar is closely related to the U.S. trade deficit, which is the difference between the value of exports and imports. When the trade deficit increases, it can lead to a decrease in the value of the dollar as foreign investors sell off their dollars to buy domestic currency. On the other hand, a decrease in the trade deficit can lead to an appreciation in the value of the dollar. 11. The risks and benefits of holding dollars as a reserve currency. Holding dollars as a reserve currency has both risks and benefits for countries. One benefit is that it allows countries to easily participate in international trade and financial transactions using a widely accepted currency. However, there are also risks such as the potential for changes in U.S. monetary policy to affect the value of the dollar and the potential for political instability in the United States to impact the stability of the dollar. 12. The future of the dollar as a global reserve currency. Despite its current dominance as the main global reserve currency, there have been calls for a diversification of reserve currencies in order to reduce reliance on the dollar. Some alternatives that have been proposed include the Chinese yuan, the euro, and international currencies such as the IMF's special drawing rights, SDRs. It is uncertain what the future holds for the dollar as a global reserve currency, but it will likely continue to be an important currency in the international monetary system. 13. The role of the United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve in maintaining the stability of the dollar. The United States Treasury is responsible for issuing public debt, while the Federal Reserve is responsible for conducting the United States monetary policy. Both institutions play an important role in maintaining the stability of the dollar. 14. The United States debt and its impact on the value of the dollar. The United States debt is a factor that can affect the value of the dollar. If investors have concerns about the level of United States debt or the government's ability to honor it, this can lead to a decrease in confidence in the dollar and, consequently, a drop in the value of the currency. 15. Exchange rate volatility and risks for businesses. Exchange rate volatility can be a risk for businesses that engage in international trade, as it can affect profits and losses in different currencies. 16. How businesses can protect themselves against exchange rate volatility. Businesses can protect themselves against exchange rate volatility by using financial instruments such as forward exchange contracts and currency options, or by diversifying their operations in different currencies and markets. 17. The importance of diversifying currency risk. Diversifying currency risk is important for businesses as it can help mitigate the impact of exchange rate volatility. 18. The importance of efficient treasury management in preventing financial crises. Efficient treasury management is important for businesses to manage their finances efficiently and minimize the risk of financial crises. 19. The importance of solid macroeconomic policies in preventing recessions. Solid macroeconomic policies, such as controlling inflation and responsible debt management, can help prevent recessions and ensure economic stability. 20. The importance of international cooperation in promoting global economic stability. International cooperation is important in promoting global economic stability, as it allows countries to work together to address common economic problems and avoid financial crises.